Local council's really working for our communities. Mahé Drysdale, Tauranga's mayor, doesn't seem to think so, and he's pushing for a review of local government bodies at today's local government conference in Christchurch. And he joins us this morning. Mahé, good morning.
Good morning, Ryan.
Good to see you. So what exactly are you hoping for?
Look, I think being in local government for a year now, it's become very clear to me, while I think local government are doing a good job representing ratepayers and looking after our people, there's a lot that they could do more effectively and efficiently. And so, I think everyone agrees we need some sort of shake-up. We need to change the way we do things. This is a system designed in 1989, and so that's why I've put a remit to the LGNZ AGM today.
And what does the remit say? Do you want amalgamation? What exactly are you calling for?
It's not talking about amalgamation. Look, we can't look at what the end result is. It's just basically saying we've got to have a review of what we're doing and look at ways that we could do it more effectively and more efficiently. And so, the government has put a lot of regulation reform in. That is going to change significantly the function of local government. So it's saying, do we need to change the form now that we know where this is going?
Mahé, the problem is you're asking for a review of local government to try and increase efficiencies, but you're asking a bunch of local government people. They are the least efficient people. They are part of the problem.
Look, I won't disagree with you on that. I think but we've got to be bigger than that. Put the big boy pants on and say, look, we need to change, we need to adapt, because what we're hearing is, we need to continue to build the infrastructure, but the system at the moment means we're paying, too high prices, and we actually have to look after our ratepayers and our people, and we can keep that local decision making for the things that really matter, and we can be much more efficient. And I think that's going to be a win for everyone. So look, I think everyone should get in behind this and say, look, let's not look at the result. Let's allow it to go through a process, but we've got to commit to it because there's so many reviews being done and nothing happens at the end of it.
Now, you're talking about efficiencies in local government, while at the same time, and I know from being on the radio, people texting in, you've had the fit out of the new building in Tauranga Mayor, which is very expensive, and $91 million on a 15-year lease. We've had the $500,000 on the coffee machines. We've got the 500 council staff, not including elected members, being paid more than $100,000 and 300 above $120,000. This is just in Tauranga. How on earth are you going to push a message of efficiency when you're running this council?
Look, I think in the last year there's been a huge shift in Tauranga, and that is brought in by the elected members. Yes, there's a lot, and that's what we've identified, I guess, in the last 12 months. There's a huge opportunity here to be much more efficient, and we're trying to drive that. Looking at $38 million savings, which has got our rates to where they are, and there's still a lot more to be done, and I think we could do even more if we're going to be brave and actually look at the whole sector and say how can we do this, because 78 different local authorities around the country, I don't believe is the most effective way to deliver the infrastructure that this country needs.
All right, Mahé, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much for coming on the show, and best of luck with the conference today in Christchurch. It's Mahé Drysdale.
Thanks, Ryan.
Tauranga Mayor. It is 17 minutes after 8. Oh, to be a fly on the wall at that conference.